Alright, it's coming up on noon down at Gopher Wrestling Room at the annual coaches clinic coming up. Beautiful day out. Thanks to the Gopher Wrestling for having me in the house. Take some pictures and video. Should be a good day. Go for football tomorrow. I'll be back down here tomorrow for open practice and maybe some wrestle-offs. Got an adrenaline fundraising here. Good chat with you. Alright, so looks like they let the doors open. Coaches are coming in. Refreshments room with the ladies. Alright. Pretty nice facilities here.
Yeah. Only a handful that have it up on us now.
Alright, get the camera ready. Alright, it's about noon. And some coaches heading in. Annual coaches clinic. We got Brandon Paulson, Sean Russell, and I believe Pat Smith. Doing some talking and technique. Chocolate chip cookies in the house. Looks like we're about ready to start.
All right, get your attention real quick here. Keep rolling. Well, welcome. Thanks for coming to the clinic here. We're super excited to have you guys. Some of you guys, maybe this is your first time seeing the facility, which is amazing. Maybe you've seen it on pictures or in video and stuff. Later today, if you'd like, and you haven't had a chance to go up top, we'll be happy to give you guys a tour up top where you guys get a chance to see it. And it's amazing up there. You walk out on the mat a little bit, and you're not supposed to with shoes on, but we're okay with it today. But you walk out here and I look up, you can kind of see, you haven't already took a peek at it, just the glass. It's really impressive. We have a conference room. It's pretty cool. It overlooks the wrestling room. We got a lounge up there called the Gopher Lounge. And our guys come in there, they use that area quite a bit, like in the evenings. They can come down, they study there. It's got massive TVs, the 4 screens put together that you can watch 4 different channels on. It's pretty cool. Our office has got a little meeting room. It's a soft seating area. It's pretty cool that we use a lot, more than the conference room. Just to sit down and have quick meetings when things come up. We have our own individual offices. I make the joke all the time, my office should be bigger, but I did get the balcony, so that's pretty sweet. But Becker wouldn't let me push into his office. I was trying to get that bathroom in there, but it didn't happen. So that's a Title IX thing, I guess. He wouldn't let another men's sport that was asking, but not a funny joke. But then we all have our own offices, pretty awesome. If you walk in the front, if you get up there, it's really cool. We have our own lobby entrance, which is amazing. That's where Mary sits, so she's got all the information and can fill you in on all the gossip too. But we have a really cool Hall of Fame area, if you would call it there. It's got all of our trophies, our 12 NCAA championship trophies there. A few national titles are highlighted. We're building still a spot for Jason Ness's Hodge Trophy, but you got Lesnar, has put his WWE championship belt up there, which is pretty cool, and his UFC championship belt. And so we got some cool things up there. This is still really new to us, so as far as the graphics and stuff, that stuff's all fun. Okay, and we'll be kind of displayed up there. So we have some really cool ideas and some stuff that they showed us pictures of, but it's going to be amazing when it's all finished and done. But it's impressive. And you guys were in our office, I'm sure I've walked up there before, where we were in the past, and the space that we have compared to now is night and day difference. It's just, we're excited. You know what's awesome? You walk into this athlete's village, you guys see it now. I saw a lot of you guys when you walked in. Just so if you don't know, there's restrooms up there, big restrooms for men if you want to go up the floor above us. But there's a sitting area. I saw a lot of you guys sitting there relaxing and stuff. And that's the way the athletes do it. That was different than when we were student athletes here. It's changed and gone. But wrestling was still, our facility was still at the very, very bottom down in the dungeon up to last year, right? We came in the middle of the season. And so you guys know about, whether it's in recruiting or Big Ten or Division I, like everything's an arms race to talk about right now, and that's the facilities is part of it. Okay, budgets, all those things play a big role in what you can do as well. But our facilities, this is amazing. The next phase of what we're trying to accomplish here, we've had some really good fundraising for, is our locker room. That's the next project. Our goal and hope is that we can start doing that this spring, and so. We share a locker room with baseball, but we have some designs and pictures of what the concept could be. We'll get those pictures down here. I'll try to remember to do that later today to bring them down, put them in that back room. Maybe you guys get a chance to see it. What we're trying to do is give our guys their own little team lounge. A lot of teams have that. We don't. Our locker rooms still using the old lockers that were footballs of 50 years ago, and that's the truth. We just use metal lockers, but it's fine, it works, right? I mean, I think we all in wrestling have the same mentality that to be tough, you don't have to be spoiled. But there's no doubt we want to have those things where you're competing against other places that are showing their kids similar things. You want to have that in place. So thank you for coming. This is a fundraiser for us. I just assume that you guys already all know this, but maybe you don't. This is a big fundraiser for us. It does a lot of money here. Goes to our senior level athletes, like the RTC, if you hear that term. And that's guys like Tony Nelson, and Sanders, and all those guys. We have 10 of those guys training. Okay? So the money goes to that, helps support those guys. It also goes to support our U of M guys for trips. It's fun to make a world team. There's things that the university won't pay for, and that's what this event goes to help those things. So you gotta have an idea. The senior level guys are awesome. They're amazing people. We make sure we don't bring on a guy there at that level. The nice thing is they're all in their mid-20s, so by that time you have a pretty good idea what their past is and their decision making is. Obviously we know they're very, very tough wrestlers, and what they do is they get in this room and they beat up on these young guys, they push them at a level, they're better than the best college guys. I mean we have like 5 of the guys that were in the top, I think 4 in the US this last year. Overall, RTC over the men's was #1 last year. We took second behind Iowa because they had a women's team. The women scored a lot of points for them, but when you go men to men, we were the #1 RTC. That's really impressive, but it's also tough because it means we have 10 guys competing. We have a full team of guys basically every week, which is awesome. Again, going back to what I'm saying, they're in the room, they wrestle with these guys, they push up. It is a selling point when you recruit, you guys can imagine. But the other thing they do is they're like a coach. They're like one of us. We have 4 coaches that are full-time coaches, right? Sanders, Trevor, Bradwell, Becker, and myself. These other 9, 10 guys are out there and they work with these guys one-on-one as well. So we ask those guys to do that. That's expected when they come here and train. We're paying for them to go to all these tournaments. We pay for them via stipend. We ask them, you have to go in there and not only wrestle the guys and push them at a high level, but afterwards, they're always the last guys here. Whenever we leave the practice, there's 4 or 5 RTC guys that sit around the mat, and I see them, they're in their little groups, there's a couple college guys with them, either one-on-one, and they sit there and tell them what they can do better, and it's awesome. We also have those guys meet, each of those guys meet with 3 of our athletes every week. And if it's not doing technique, they're meeting with them what we call mentor meetings, and they're just helping these young guys because these guys are coming to us, they're young men, immature brains. Really, I think we all were at that time. We're not the most mature. We're still growing, and so it's nice to have these guys come. They can ask them how they're doing in their lives. Like there's things going on, right? That sometimes we don't even know about. It could be family things, it could be different things, and sometimes when there's 4 coaches and on average 35 guys in the roster, it isn't possible in practice to get around and have that conversation with everybody. But now we have 10 more guys. We have really, you have Dustin saying we have about 15 guys, almost one for every 2, that can go around and pat a guy on his back. But talk to them. They can ask some questions about competing and stuff. I can tell them what I think my nerves are like back when I competed, but these guys, right, they're fresh out there on the mat competing. So again, just telling you how to utilize those guys and let you know thank you for supporting this. And the other reason I have you guys come is for to catch up with each other. I know that's important in the wrestling world. It's awesome to be around other wrestling people. One thing we want to change next year, and I'll maybe ask for a show of hands here if it would interest you guys. We've thought about this and just talking about it this morning. Is I hear from some of you coaches, one of the things you guys like best about the clinic is obviously you get to bounce ideas off each other, you get a day out of school for some of you guys, but you also get to watch like a practice, which is awesome, right? I get to watch it every day, and every day I'm excited to, but I look over and I see certain matchups, I'm like, man, this is interesting, can't wait to watch how this unravels today. And it could be guys in different ways, it's the best, right? I mean, we were all there, we know how much effort and work is put into this, so being able to watch the guys practice is great. Our schedule change that we're thinking about doing and seem to be interested in is possibly looking at, maybe we move this, we have our clinicians come first, okay, 3 clinicians, 4 clinicians, whatever we want to do there, give you guys a break where you can go check into your hotel, get something to eat, and then come back instead of watching, it could be practice, but come back and watch like a true wrestle where during the week you can host it right here where you get down to maybe the final couple guys at each way. You do just 10 matches that night. What we do is tomorrow we do an open practice, right? This year it's going to be a little bit more like a true wrestle-off. But in the past it was just an open practice. But we like putting our guys in an environment where they're getting a better feel. Let the guys get within 5 pounds, but they're an hour away in, maybe an hour and a half they may get in tomorrow, and then they'll wrestle and compete. The reason this year is a little different is because our first tournament, our first dual meet, is November 1st, Friday against Cal State Bakersfield. Okay? We usually use the bikes and the Dactonics. Those tournaments, they kind of allow the guys to battle and see where guys are at and get down the way and watch them compete and make a decision. Now we're going to utilize this. We're still going to use the tournaments. This wrestle up tomorrow, it doesn't hold a ton of value, but it helps us figure out who's going to wrestle that Friday night for that duel. But then after that, we're going to go to the open tournaments and watch guys compete, and how they're doing is going to reflect on that. And it's no different than you guys. At the end of the day, you guys know who the guy is that's going to score the points for you at the tournament. Okay? But sometimes how guys are competing can change based on a lot of different things. And so they got to continue to compete at a high level, or we'll give other guys opportunities. But for the show of hands, would you guys prefer to just watch the practice, or would you guys be excited to watch, if it was here, let's say we did the clinic, you go back, have dinner, you come back at 6:30, and 6:30 to 8 is the wrestle off, and we could set it up however we want to do it, where you guys could watch a true wrestle off. Okay. Would that be anything that would interest you guys? Yeah. Okay. If not, or if we change it, please. I've heard for a lot of you guys, it's hard to get back after the dinner session because you try to go to dinner, try to go check in your hotel, and then we always have another clinician, and it's hard for that guy, right? Because I know you guys are like, man, I feel kind of bad, but I've been that guy doing the 6 o'clock session, and there's like 6 coaches that are left. And those ones are trying to be off because they want to drink some beer too, but they have a heart or something. The rest of you guys just. So, a couple things there. So November 1st, we have our first home duel. Please come if you can. We'd love to see you guys there. It's important. What else you got better going on Friday night than come watch the wrestling and support these guys? November 2nd. This date's important as well. It's a fundraiser just like this. It's called the Gala. That's Saturday, and that is a big fundraiser for our senior level guys and what we're trying to accomplish. We did it last year. It was an amazing turnout. Guys loved it. Our guest speaker there, Jared Allen, Hall of Famer for the Vikings. He's came in and talked to our team several times. He's awesome. He's a wrestler's mentality, no question about it. He'll do a great job. And they'll have some silent auction stuff, but it is dressed up. So I don't know if any of you guys ever could throw on a tie and a shirt and do some of those things and comfortable with it. But it is a dressed up event, which is a little more formal, but it is a party at the same time. Last year was awesome. If you would want to come to that, please do. Keep that in mind. That's November 2nd. If you have some people get up and speak about where the program is, everything's going on. You have Jared Allen. You can meet him, get pictures with him. There's a lot of all the alumni that are coming back. There's some awesome guys. I don't know if Leather's going to make it. He wants to. He's looking at his date, but like he's excited about doing that. Some of those things. I know he's going to come to a couple of our duels and stuff. So I'm pretty cool. But keep that date in mind. Okay. Behind us in that room back there, you can see that's our little weight room. We have other things going on there. Mary is set up with some computers. They're selling NCAA tickets, okay, and season tickets over there. So if you don't have NCAA tickets, you guys know they're right here in Minneapolis. If you want to get them, buy them through us. You do have to become a booster member, but it's cheap. But buy them through us because here's the way to look at it. As a host school, you get a ticket to good tickets. We're the host school. Okay. The other thing is if you're a school that's in the top 10 in the nation, those schools get the best tickets. So we got two things working for us. We're top 8 in the country, and we are the host school. So we're going to have really good tickets. Some of you guys maybe already bought them, so be it, that's fine. The other thing that I really want to sell, I mentioned this last year, is season tickets. They're cheap, okay? Even if you can't make them, if you would buy them and give them some kid or some family, it means a lot to us and our guys because our administration looks at those numbers. Our numbers have went up every year. Last year was the most season tickets we've ever had, but they look at it. And just like facilities, budgets matter too, right? So, and then the other thing for our season ticket, our NCAA tickets, we look at who's been season tickets to help sort out who's going to have the priority seat. It goes on one by donations. Okay, donors, good donors are going to give you the best seats you can. That's very important. Obviously, I think everyone understands that. But in the season tickets plays its role as well. So that's that. We got a great home schedule. We got 6 duels, but we have 4 of those teams. I think are the top 7 in the nation. So it's crazy. It's going to be tough. The Penn State duel alone is selling for $20 a ticket. And I don't know what our season tickets are, like 70. So you can see it's like for one duel you're paying for almost a third of the season. So just think about it that standpoint. And again, if you got clubs and different things that want to support the University of Minnesota and help us grow, and we got a lot of good local kids here. If you get a group together, you get a discount there. It's a lot cheaper. Just think about that. On that other end, any kids in your clubs or families that you guys think somebody that is in need or that we can help, let us know. If there's a kid, we got people reach out. We put people on our bench as our guests, honorary guests there in duels, and it's been awesome for us when we've done that. And obviously, we can't do it for everybody. We have 6 home duels. But please let us know if there's some family or kid that you'd say, this would be a great reason. We'll honor them if we can have them there. They get to go back behind the scenes and be in the locker room with the guys. They get treated like gold. And we've got some of the best pep speeches from some of these kids that we let them say something. They came in and they gave it from the heart, and it's pretty amazing. Our guys get pumped up. So please let us know that. Even with our camps and stuff, I know sometimes there's so many expenses in the world. If there's a kid out there that, if they're in high school, it's harder recruiting. If there's a young kid that you guys say, boy, we'd like to help this kid out, let us know. And if we got to get a kid in for free, we'll do that as well. We'll figure out a way that we can do it for young enough. So, last thing. There's a newsletter that goes out. I don't know if everybody hears on our newsletter, but I'm talking about a lot of things. Season tickets and NCAA tickets and deadlines of when you can get these things in, and maybe kids clinics, different things that you want to share with your wrestling community. Every week in season, we send out a newsletter, and it's nice. I don't have a copy. I don't know if they put them in they're in the folders. You can look at and see what a mock copy is. It'll say little things like Tony Nelson is the one, I think that might be in there, the older one. They just had a baby boy, and they'll talk with our guys, our senior level guys, going over to rush. I know it's so hard to connect with everything, but this is just a little blueprint every week that talks about upcoming dates that are important. You can click on links, takes you right to the site. It's great. If you're not getting it and you like it, just talk with Mary, and it's at wrestle@umn.edu. Email, you give her email address, you'll get that. And then once a week, you'll get that newsletter. Okay, that's kind of the plan there if you want. It's, like I said, a little blueprint of everything that's going on around our program. And some of it's good stuff, and your guys don't get other than that, that's about it. About what's going on, I guess, around here. We're going to have a lot of new faces in the lineup, which will be exciting. And we're excited to watch the guys compete tomorrow. Any questions that you guys would have for me right now before I turn it over to our first clinician?
Once you know when you're going to have your kids clinics, you're going to have the kids clinics or whatever.
Yeah, so tomorrow there is, if you set up now, there's still a little bit of space, I think. There's maybe like 15 spots, 20 spots left, but we have a lot more mats, put up more mats. So we opened it up for 100, we just kind of let it out there. There's a free kids clinic tomorrow, right before the rest stops. Our thought was get these kids in, then they get to watch the rest stops, right? That's at 9 o'clock. The other duels that they're in, they've already been decided on, but I can't remember off the top of my head which. But if you go on the newsletter, if it's not on there, I'll make sure, I'll write this down and make sure that they have a link that you can click and say, hey. Because those fill up every time we do those. It only allows like 280 kids. Those things fill up every week. They're sold out. So you guys are here supporting us. If I can make that announcement to you and help your folks out, it means a lot to us. But I definitely want to make sure you guys have that information.
If they switch from RTCs to local sports clubs, how's that going to affect you guys?
It hasn't changed. Yeah, as far as distance of kids coming in.
Yeah, high school wise, but also with the student athletes.
Yeah, it's hard because the way there's a lot of things on the table right now that I can't get into that would change the way that they vary the rules based on what they do. That can complicate certain matters, or it could be almost make no difference. The problem is some people don't want to raise. If you heard, like, John Smith was like, I'm against these RTCs. He doesn't want to raise money and do the fundraising and some of those things. And I think it's maybe more difficult for them down there, so it's an advantage. Maybe that's, I'm looking at it for us. We got a city community behind us that's been really amazing. And because of that, some of the support, we see it's a benefit for us. So I like the RTC. The rumor is that that I'm recruiting your son, and I'm saying, I'm going to give you a 10% scholarship, but when you graduate, you rest of the RTC, I can give you $50,000 a year for the first 5 years. Whatever, you're going to get your school paid for it, but it's going to be afterwards. There's rumors that people are doing that with RTCs, you know what I mean? Like we're paying these guys. There's rumors that that's coming up. Just like the rumors, remember when Jay made the news, he bought all those houses for us? And that happened. I joke a little bit about that, you guys might remember that article. That's like the thought is people are paying and recruiting with RTC money. Okay? They're offering and promising it to kids a scholarship. I know I went over my time, so what do we have? 1:10, 10 minutes over. So everyone's going to be back behind. I'm going to let Zach take it from there, and we'll get a chance here. I'll answer some more questions, maybe break before practice if you guys want to stick around.
So first driver got here is Matt Smith. That's a two-time World